And we are back live with the Locked On Astros podcast, live from Hooters on 45 and NASA. And we are still watching the game, and it's still 0-0 in the third inning. We got Jake Odorizzi on the mound, and so far it's been nothing going on too much.
One hit. It's they're kind of one-hit wonders right now, but that's just that's how baseball goes. You got to be patient. Sometimes good things come to those who wait.
So we're going to be talking about this and more on this edition of the Locked On Astros podcast.
It's the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Hello and welcome to Locked On Astros, your daily Astros podcast. Here are your hosts, Eric the Man Heisman and Brett H-Town Wheelhouse Chansey.
All right, we are back, and apparently Jake Odorizzi got out of the inning, so we are back live with the Locked On Astros podcast from Hooters. Come out and join us. We got some great beer, great wings, and a lot more. So come join us. And for those of y'all who are live here, you can go ahead and enter the raffle. We've already raffled off some Skeeters tickets and a Zach Greinke jersey. So come join us. And you want to go and tell us about the Astros bus trip?
Yeah, coming up, I believe they're coming off tomorrow, July 8th. They are going to the Astros versus A's game. They're taking a bus here from Hooters. The price is $110. This is what the price includes. That includes a ticket in section 110, five hot or barbecue wings. Don't say hot dog wings. 2 bottled beers, courtesy of Faust Distributing. You got to be 21 and up, and a bus ride to and from the game. So if you're interested in doing that, that is a heck of a deal. Pay cash here to the store manager. 110 will pay by card. AJ Collier, 115. His number is 713-85. Yes, you have to have that. 854-2660. That is who you would contact for that. All sales are final. So if you want to get in on that bus trip, check that out. $110 for a bus ride to and from the game and a game ticket. You know, Eric, I had kind of alluded to the fact a little bit that Michael Brantley's having an MVP type season. And let me give you some of the reasons why I think that. Because number one, he is leading the league in average. Number two, he ranks second, tied for double with 22. He's fifth in on-base percentage and seventh in OPS, hitting .921 with the OPS. And when he gets up, he seems to always hit doubles. He seems to he has this knack for making contact with the ball, unlike any other. And he really is going to be, I believe, in the top 10 at the end of the season for the MVP vote. But I think the leading guys right now in the AL are going to be Shohei Ohtani. He's doing unheard of things, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. because of how many home runs he's hitting right now.
Yeah, so I know Carlos Correa has kind of come up a little bit, but Vlad Guerrero Jr. was doing which is impressive. But I know Correa said that he actually checks Fangraphs just like we do. So Correa is just an everyday guy who checks Fangraphs. So Correa is he is going to earn his money, and he is going to probably outprice himself like he's supposed to. And Carlos Correa says when he comes up with the game online, he says, I love those moments. And he didn't say this yesterday, but I feel sexy.
Yeah, he does. Jeff Bagwell he's on the call this week, and he's filling in for Blummer, and he had said that. He said, I guarantee you, he told Dusty, I'm going to hit this one out. Like, he just knows. And after the game, he actually said, I knew that when I got up there, I saw myself hitting the ball out. I saw myself hitting a fastball middle in, and I saw myself hitting it over the left center field wall, and that's exactly what he did. He has this ability. And if I could allude back to 2015, the first time the Astros and Yankees played in the playoffs, they were interviewing Carlos Correa as a young player, a young up-and-coming shortstop, and they said, are you nervous about playing in Yankee Stadium? And he said, no, I've been waiting for this moment. I've been preparing for this moment since I was 5. He was ready. He knew exactly what he was doing. He wasn't intimidated by the moment, and he continued to show that he won't be intimidated by anyone or anything thrown at him.
Yeah, for sure. So this guy is going to earn his money, and unfortunately, I don't know if it could be with the Astros. I hope it is, but I'm not too sure at this point. There's a point this offseason where I thought he would be an Astro for the rest of his career. But,
Well, the odds always go down when you go into free agency because there's more than one team going for you, right?
Yeah.
So it goes from 1 to 1 to 1 in 30.
I know we're talking on a green room yesterday, and somebody said that it's going to take 8 years, $35 million to sign him. That's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money, and that's a lot of money to pay for a guy that is only going to have one real injury-free season, full injury MVP type season. I alluded to the fact earlier that he's learned how to take care of his body, he's learned what to eat, how to stretch. It's amazing though that he didn't figure that out sooner because he does seem to be so keen on the details of the game.
Well, he is an MVP player, but he's just got to put it all together. He seems to be putting it all together right now. And so let's see if he can do it. But for those of y'all listening in-house, we are the Locked On Astros podcast. We normally do a 22 to 30 minute podcast, and we do it after every game. We do Monday through Friday, and so we enjoy doing this. And so we want to try this out as a live podcast at Hooters and on NASA.
You just moved it to the
NASA,
location.
yeah, NASA 45. So I don't know why I said that more. But come out and join us, and we'll be here for another 20-ish minutes or something. But this is a great location. Brett and I come here a lot. So I was mostly looking for his salary as well.
Salary, okay.
Yeah. I was looking for, he's going to want more than what Jose Altuve is making. So Altuve is making how much per year? I want to say he's making $29 million. So he's going to want more than Altuve is making.
Yeah, and Altuve is making that from 2024. It's a large contract, so you are going to have to pay $1 million. It's probably going to have to be somewhere north of what Lindor's getting. Him and Lindor, remember, he beat Lindor out for Rookie of the Year when they both came up, but Lindor has been healthy. Where Carlos Correa is not.
Hey, what do those two things mean? Really? Astros on base?
Astros are on base with no outs. It's amazing. Altuve got hit by a pitch, and then I did not see. We were too busy talking about Michael Brantley and Carlos Correa, what exactly they did. That way, legally, we can't be get in trouble for play-by-play of a Major League Baseball game. So we don't know what's going on. Oh, we walked. Okay, I didn't know if you got hit or not. I didn't know. We got a lot of people. They're watching the game. I'm clearly enthralled in this conversation about Brantley being an MVP and Carlos Correa wondering if he'll stay an Astro. Yuli Gurriel, though, if y'all don't know this about him, he is royalty in Cuba. The Gurriel family is something special. Their dad is looked upon like Michael Jordan in Cuba. And if Gurriel doesn't stay with the Astros on some kind of serviceable contract where he recruits Cuban players, I think that would just be wrong. He needs to stick with the Astros even after he retires. Imagine the career this guy could have been on. A Hall of Fame trek had he come up when he was 22, 23 years old.
Yeah, but like I said on the podcast before, would he really have a career if he would have at that time? So maybe he developed time because he played with Cuba and hopefully they were going to give up. So you never really know how he would develop. So you got an out, unfortunately. Gurriel got an out. So, but Altuve, they got to third base.
A little fielder's choice. They could only get the one.
Yep.
He was a little too fast, and so they got guys on. They got guys on the corners. They got one out, and hoping to break open the scoring here. And rarely do they lose when they wear the orange jersey. It seems like Juan Alvarez. Let's see if he can do what he did yesterday.
Well, let's talk about this for a second. We got Griffey coming off the books. We got Verlander coming off the books next year. We got technically Jared coming off the books. They could technically go out there and offer him that type of money, but you have, after the season, you have Bregman and Cooper getting off the books. So you're going to have to extend them. And what do you do with those that, running out there? You're going to have to eventually sign them.
I think they're going to try to do with Jordan what they did with Alex Bregman, sign him early at a much discounted rate before his rookie deal is up.
But Alvarez is not done. He's going to be like, look.
Neither is Bregman. You said, okay, so you're saying Bregman's done?
No, I'm just saying that. Alvarez is like, look, I'm breaking all these records, and I'm not going to just give you a hometown discount.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It all depends on where the negotiations go, how early that starts. I think they're going to want to remove themselves at least a year of full season from the knee injury, from the knee surgeries in order to start talking about a contract.
Yeah, so let's see about that. So we got Alvarez, bases loaded. We got
Rookies up.
Carlos Correa. So let's see what happens here. All right, so 1 out, bases loaded, Screwball.
And you would think his name would be Screwball as a pitcher, but it's Scooble. But he is a very good pitcher. We're going to see what they're going to decide. The pitching coach is obviously coming out to the mound, so AJ Inch is not talking to him, so it's not a pitching change. But he's like, hey, let's just walk. He's going to hit a home run.
It's not the 8th inning. It's not the 9th inning. He's not getting a He's pitching.
Yeah, he's pedestrian before inning 6, 7, and 8.
So we'll have to see what happens. He's kicking some good.
So outside of the other guys that are making calls that are coming up with the Skeeters, Austin Pruitt today starting for him probably at the start. But you also have Lee Paredes coming up as well. You have several Astros that have already made starts. Framber had a start there. McCullers had a start there. That's a great place to watch a baseball game. And if you haven't been out to Constellation Field to watch the Skeeters, go check it out. They're averaging about 2,500 to 3,000 per game, and that's way up from when they were in the independent.
Ball one. I'm sorry. So I wonder how much his WAR would go up with a grandson here.
I don't know. I don't know how much it moves with each at bat, to be honest.
So, guys, we are the Lock on Astros podcast. You can go and subscribe to us on YouTube, and we're trying to check to see how much we're doing here. So, guys, we do have some raffle tickets up here. We still got some Astros tickets we're going to raffle off at the end of the podcast, and we're going to do about another 20 minutes or so. Let me see where we're at right now. So we're trying to get to
1,000, I believe.
Trying to get to the magic number.
Yeah. I believe we're at 568. Yes, we're at 568 right now.
Okay.
568 subscribers. So if you have your cell phone, go to YouTube right now. Check out Lock on Astros. Subscribe. Hit the notification button. Carlos Correa. Pop up and don't think it's deep enough to spin out. Okay.
We got a cool little magic bucket here.
Oh, look at this. Oh, wow. Check this out. I have a basket that was just delivered to me, not for me, but for you, the listeners out there. We've got a bucket right here, Dos Equis bucket. It's got 50 free wings. It's got some koozies, free fried pickled appetizer, all kinds of stuff.
This is why you come listen. Next time we do one of these, this is why you need to come listen. So we're going to be doing a raffle for this, so make sure y'all come get a ticket.
So there's also a t-shirt in there as well, a lot of really cool stuff.
Ooh, shot glasses. I want shot glasses.
Well, I don't think we're allowed to take from the bucket. I think it's from the people.
Nobody will notice. Nobody's listening.
Well, yeah, now they will notice. Yes, they will. What's that?
What is the little green paper say?
Yes. Okay, cool. We got it.
Okay, cool.
Secret message on the green card.
Yes, this message can self-destruct in 2 seconds.
So you know what? We could do. We could go ahead and draw for that if you want to.
You want to do that right now?
Yeah, let's do that. So we're gonna draw for the basket. Now this basket, you obviously have to be here.
If anybody just walked in, we'll give y'all about 5 minutes if y'all want to come join the raffle for this.
If anybody wants to come in, join the raffle for the bucket here. We've got koozies, shot glasses, t-shirt, 50 free wings, mini dessert free. actually 2 free game desserts, 3 fly pick walk tacos, 2 of those. I mean, this is the gift that keeps on giving. So give y'all a couple minutes. We'll draw for this, and you will obviously have to be present for this. And I'm not paying close to know this.
No, it would end up with Mr. Heisman.
Yeah, I know you would still have to sell, and we would not have happy customers or listeners or followers at that.
So apparently we got the bucket and got distracted. I don't know what happened there.
It's all good. We will catch up. Remember, we've got to make sure we're a little off track. That's
the Astros scoring.
You saw that. That was Altuve scoring.
Okay.
But no, they basically Kyle Tucker grounded out.
Okay.
So Kyle Tucker, big anticlimactic play of the game, but 1-0 Houston Astros over the lowly Detroit Tigers of the Motor City, the former metropolis of all things
Speaking of which,
automobile.
for those of y'all listening on the live stream, y'all can comment on this. What do y'all think about the double headers? Double headers with the 7 innings.
That 7-8 doubleheaders are lame.
I mean, I get the idea, but what's the purpose of 27 if you only want to go 7 innings, and then it's like I know you want to protect it, but it was just kind of weird that you can only go 7 innings and then.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like it, but there are a lot of things that they enacted this year that I don't like. A lot of new rules. I still don't like the one on second and extra
That was
innings.
last year too. Yeah. Carried over from last year. And
Yeah, they're still lame. They were lame last year and they're lame this year. I think
compliment. Yeah, Sabrina said, "You're great. Thank you."
I appreciate it. So we'll give y'all a couple more minutes. We see some people getting some raffle tickets filled out, and we're going to be giving away this basket, and then we'll probably give away some other items as well to get that on the road. Thank y'all for joining us. We are Locked on Astros on YouTube. You can also listen to us on Apple, Google, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. Odyssey. We are the only daily Astros podcast in the world. So we are breaking records right now. We have the most downloads we've had in a month in a long time. We get more and more people listening to our show, watching our show. You can watch from the comfort of your home, your couch. You can even have an Amazon Fire Stick, click on YouTube, and you can watch us as your pregame getting ready to watch the Astros demolish whoever it is they play.
Ideal says, "Great man, he's just doing everything right and making us want to re-sign him." Yeah.
Oh, he is. He's doing what he's supposed to do. He's playing at a very high level, and when he started out slow this season, I think there was a lot of mental games going on with him. A lot of the fans booing. I think that was getting to him, and that they just wanted to hone in on that and embrace that hate a little bit, and that basically drives them to be better ball players. And that I definitely want to face it.
I know a lot of the beat writers say, make fun of fans and say, "Do you really look at the stands at this early in the season?" And I do. I know. I don't worry about it. But Dusty Baker said, "Yeah, I pay attention to the standings from the day the season starts. Games you win now, those are games you don't have to win later. I wasn't paying attention when we're in first place. I wasn't paying attention when we're 4 games back. Yeah, I pay attention all the time. I like scoreboard watching. It gives me motivation to try to pad the lead or stay in a hunt or get back to the lead. I've heard other managers say they don't pay attention until after the All-Star break. But by then, you could be 2 games out. It's a race. It's the Indianapolis 500 or a marathon. It isn't a spotter or somebody telling you how far you are behind or how far you are ahead. It's the same situation."
No, yeah, anybody.
So basically, he said yes.
Yeah, like I said, Dusty Baker is the John Madden of the MLB. He says these great things. He's got these great sayings. And, he's old school enough to where he's so old school, he's really cool about it. And so, yeah, Dusty Baker, I'm slowly becoming more and more of a fan of his as the season goes on.
All right, that's the final call for the raffle ticket. We're about to do the raffle for this cool little bucket before too many people.
We've got shot glasses. We've got a bunch of free food, like 50
I don't see
free
shot
wings.
glasses in there.
They're right there. I didn't take them out. I don't steal from our listeners.
Scooter on the line says the Tigers are going to win. No. And guys, for those of y'all in the building, y'all can go ahead and log on to YouTube and find Lock On Astros. Go ahead and subscribe to us. And you can also go and comment as well. So the Tigers are going to win. I don't see that. The Astros are leading right now, so I don't know what you're
You're
saying.
1-0. What do you mean? They're never going to lose again.
So let's see what this looks like. No, I'm not going to do the chat overlay. That doesn't look good. Alright, and there's a fly ball. Yes.
All right,
Not
so
strong.
you wanna grab, since are we any innings now?
No, I think that was just the first half.
This is the second half.
Oh, speaking of All-Star, Luis Garcia should be All-Star. Even John Smoltz was saying that he should be All-Star. Pedro Martinez was saying he should be All-Star. This is a guy a lot of people are saying that shouldn't be a lot of people are saying he may not be even in rotation once everybody's healthy. And this guy is somebody that everybody across baseball is saying he should be All-Star.
He's hands down been one of the best pitchers in Major League Baseball. He's basically 5-1 in his last 6 starts, and there's no reason why he doesn't get on there now. Dusty Baker did say the other day that Grant Presley has his vote as the All-Star pitcher. We'll see if he wins another vote to someone like Luis Garcia.
Well, so Ryan Presley this season has 1.74 ERA and 31 innings. He has 38 strikeouts, a 0.91 WHIP. He has 11.03 strikeouts per 9 innings, and opposing hitters only have a 4.94 OPS.
Yeah.
So that is
He's elite.
That,
Grab that box. Let's do.
Do we have any last minute raffle tickets?
And so if you snooze, you lose.
We got one table coming.
We got one table coming with tickets. I see some tickets being torn in the distance.
It's not that far.
Well, it's a distance for me because if I ran, I would break a sweat. Here he comes, and he's off.
And give it to the kid. What he did.
All right,
Break them apart though.
yeah, separate each one, dude. Separate each one.
Yeah.
You got one, okay.
All right, break them apart for me. Just break them apart.
I'll be right back.
Man, you don't even look the same. Why do you look younger and I'm getting older? But I've never seen you sitting down, you always standing up.
We got a couple more tickets going. So, what someone talking about wrestling? Did you do that? Or?
Yeah, I did that.
Okay. All right, you got a couple more.
Man,
I need, you know what?
Everybody sees shot glasses are like, yeah, we got shot glasses.
yeah, we're not doing
Well, we
shots.
got,
It's just our fantasy.
All right, so what's somebody saying about Robbie Garcia?
I don't know. He reminds him of Brett Wallace. Wow. Oh yeah, Brett Wallace. Old. Yeah, I won't say what I think about Brett Wallace, but yeah, Brett Wallace.
All right, so Einheel says that Carlos Correa is worth $150 million for 5 to 6 years, but it's still difficult on what type he wants. So no, that's not even going to remotely switch.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'll put it over here where it's not in the camera.
She didn't separate them. Oh, she did.
Oh, you got some. You got some D. I need to get some D. All right. So this is for
Do you
the.
want to go ahead and pull it again? Since you're pretty much good up here. All right, we're going to go ahead and pull for the Hooters bucket right now.
And you tell me you have to be
Yeah, pull
present to
yourself.
win. What is it? It's you? Okay.
It's really.
That's okay.
We'll give you something else.
So let's not give a Hooters bucket to a Hooters girl. You know what I'm saying?
All right, is there a Corey, Chuck, or Clark here?
Corey Clark for the bucket.
Corey Clark for the bucket.
You must be present to win.
Corey Clark. Going once. Corey Clark for the bucket.
Any Corey Clark? I don't see Corey Clark. All right. Try another one.
Thank you for letting me wait on that. How you doing? You go for the game that day to play game?
Tito Villarreal.
Tito Villarreal.
All right there.
Tito, come on in.
Tito, come on up. Wow, man. Talk about taking hold of an opportunity.
Last minute entry.
That's right. Hey, you never know. We got the bucket here.
All right, let's get a picture.
All right, Tito, we're gonna get your
Get a
picture,
picture with him.
and it's right here, sir. The bucket is yours. You got all kinds of free goods in there.
Oh, man, I just got my
Appreciate it, sir. Thank you, and check out our podcast, Locked On Astros, on YouTube, Apple, Google, Spotify. Oh yeah. No, I know. I don't care. That's fine. You can do it.
Is that why you're drinking wine?
All right. Do we want to give away? Your pair of Astros tickets right now, or wait?
We can give away a pair of Astros tickets.
All right. So we have a pair of Astros tickets that we're gonna be raffling. Someone gave me both of their tickets, and I can be able to. All right.
Put your ticket back in.
Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna shuffle through them. I have no idea what I'm getting or who it is.
All right, Heather Vargas.
Is Heather Vargas here?
Heather Vargas.
Heather Vargas.
All right, in the corner.
Wait. Back there?
Losing her religion. She gets.
Wow. All right. So we have. So do we need to get her email?
Yeah, I just need her email.
Okay. So if you need your email, he's going to email you 2 Astros tickets.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Just going right there.
So yes, write your email on that, and you'll get 2 Astros tickets. And you'll have to check out our podcast. It's already about Locked On Astros on YouTube, on Apple, Google, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. And we'll have to get a picture too, because we're going to be blasting this on our social media, on Twitter, on Instagram. But yeah, we'll give that away.
Just to make sure that when you change her long Vargas, my handwriting's a little different.
That's Blackhawk Man.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, yes, we'll do that. We'll get this into your email.
Okay.
Here, you wanna give away the shirt?
You want? All right, thank you. You want to just give that to her?
Yanni. Hey, Yanni.
Yeah.
Yanni, come here. I know. Yes. So Yanni, here you go. You get a Astros 41 T-shirt for helping us do all the pulls today.
And you put your own name.
Yes, he pulled your own name, and so but that is Astros 41. That is one of the largest fan pages on Facebook. That's one of our new shirts. So check that out and check us out on Facebook there. All right. I actually, Eric, I can give away. I've still got those July 8th Skeeters tickets that I can give away. So July 8th Skeeters tickets is going to let me pull one. Let me see what it says. Don Kyle, July 8th Skeeters game. Come on up, Don. Come on up. So, Don, what I'm going to do is I need you to write your email down so I can forward you those tickets. It's a July 8th Thursday night game with the Skeeters.
Just going to put it on here, sir.
Just give us your email, sir, and we will send you 2 Skeeters tickets to go watch the Sugarland Skeeters right up the road. Castro got hit by a pitch by Scooble. He's on base. HBP means a run.
Thank y'all for participating in the raffle, guys. I think we still have one more jersey we can give away.
Do we have to? Yeah.
We still have the
No.
I wasn't in this.
Let me get.
it was me.
Some starters. I didn't know. I want to get the. What did you get, Eric?
You
Oh, you
got
just got
the
the 14. Let me get boneless wings. Let me get.
All right, so Moises says it's going to be 6 years, 280 million for Crossbreed. That's a lot. That's even more than the 35 million per year.
So what would be?
So we'll do one more raffle at the end of the show for the last jersey.
Let me do the teriyaki, and then I'm gonna get some dough. I'm gonna do and so to go.
That's 46 million per year. Yeah, that's not going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen.
But
So,
but
280 divided by 8 is 35 million. That's a little bit more likely.
maybe like we were watching.
I think they're going to try and spread it out a little bit more. So we'll have to see Elon Musk. Not sure if it's the real guy, but
What's that? Who's that? Oh, Elon Musk.
I don't know. He's really.
Oh wow, we have Elon Musk listening. Wow, that is awesome. You know, we only get the biggest and brightest stars listening to Locked On Astros podcast, like Elon Musk and Johnny Lewis. So,
Something like that.
oh look at this. The Yankees. Did you already mention that the New York Yankees or Crankies, I should call them, losing 6-0 against the Red Sox? Cole is on the mound and it's hilarious. Obviously, his Spider Tack is not working for him.
For Pete's sake.
For Pete's sake, Garrett Cole. That's right. And that's such a sad thing. You know, Garrett, that was one of the best pitching performances I ever saw in person. My son and I, was the last game we attended before COVID hit, 2019 ALDS, and it was absolutely phenomenal. 15 strikeouts for Garrett Cole that game. Just an unbelievable performance. And you would like to think or hope that his talent isn't just Spider Tack deal, if I can use that as a phrase.
So,
Oh, he went after the high pitch.
Tito, if you want to lose one of those shot glasses, you know where you can actually lose it. All right, so good pitch there. So, all right, so yeah, I think Carlos Gray is going to get what he deserves. Will be with the Houston Astros. I'm not really sure.
I hope the Yankees do big no plan.
What are they? Are they third or fourth right now?
Yeah, they're not even leading their division. I mean, Gary Sanchez is one of the only bright spots right now for them. Well, I guess Aaron Judge is in pretty decently. But at the end of the day, I really hope they miss out on the playoffs. Yeah, they're third.
Who would have thought the Red Sox?
Yeah, look at this. Go to the wild card and see. Oh. Yeah, they're completely out. Boston and Oakland are leading the wild card. New York's on the outside looking in.
Who would have thought the Indians?
Who would have thought the Indians would be above the Yankees?
Sorry, the Buffalo was still spicy. Spicy. The Indians were supposed to be a rebuilding team, but they've got a better record than the Yankees.
Yeah, exactly. It's quite the amazing turnaround there.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about Vargas yesterday. We know that one little mistake, and he pitched a quick game. Granted, it was only 6 innings, which is ridiculous. You can get credit for having a complete game, but you can't get credit for having a no-hitter.
Yeah, that's insane. I mean, you would think if you're going to shorten a game to 7 innings and the pitcher goes 7 innings and throws a no-hitter, that you're going to credit him for a no-hitter. Because if the no-hitter doesn't count, then why does the win or the loss count? It doesn't make any sense. So if you're going to put an asterisk by that or not allow that, then all the hits and all the runs and all the stats that came out of that game are also invalid. And that's what I don't like about Major League Baseball and their misguided efforts to shorten the game. And here's the problem I have with it. They're trying to shorten the game. They're trying to make the game more palatable to casual fans. Casual fans come and go. So what you do is you solidify your base and then you grow from there. They're doing it completely backwards. It's like they're trying to build a house with the roof first and the foundation later. They totally ruined the foundation with all these new rules in the game, and they've completely made it this weird, whimsical third world. Like I don't know what it is anymore. It's like it's like a hybrid of cricket and rugby, and they're trying to make a new sport. The bottom line is, I think if you toy the game too much, it loses its purity. We already have instant replay. We already have all these things in the game. We already have people wanting robo-umps. The game is, I think, in somewhat disarray. But you got guys like Tatis Jr. You got guys like Vlad Jr. You got guys like Shohei Ohtani, who are great marketing faces for the game of baseball. And they need more of that. You've got Wander Franco, who just came up with the Rays. Phenomenal talent. This kid is going to be an all-star for years to come.
Yeah, why they let Shohei Ohtani play? Like in the past, they kind of limited him, and now they're actually letting him play every day. So props to him.
No, yeah, definitely. The Angels have a pitching problem. They don't have an Ohtani or Trout problem. They just have a problem being able to field a team that will actually compete in the playoffs. It's just sad to see that. Tigers are trying to open up the inning with the hit against Odorizzi. It looks like Daz Cameron, former Houston Astros prospect, who was he traded to them for? Or was he
part of the Justin Verlander trade?
Okay.
Yeah, he was not the centerpiece. I think the centerpiece. There's a picture. I can't think of his name.
Yeah, I couldn't remember. I thought it was the Justin Verlander trade, but I wasn't sure. But that, Daz Cameron, I wonder. Do you think he could end up like what's his name over in Toronto? Hernandez. When we had Teoscar Hernandez, I knew that he was going to be a very good major league player, and he would become a very good major league player.
Yeah, I mean, anybody. That's one of the pro prospects. You don't know what you're going to get. It's like a box of chocolates.
Right.
So, I mean, Teoscar, he has that ability, and the Astros knew that. Same thing with Ramon Laureano. The Astros knew he had it, but they didn't have any roster spots, so they needed that availability. So they traded him for Brandon Bailey. They needed more pitching.
Right.
So they took the risk, and Laureano turned out to be something pretty good. And so Daz Cameron, he was somebody who was a little immature, somebody who was developing slowly. And here it is 3 years later. He's just making his debut. He was at AA at the time when they traded him. So there's a reason why the Astros felt they could lose him, and so the Astros took risk, and here they are.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, that's going to happen. Heck, that happened to JD Martinez, who's now a superstar with the Red Sox. And I think every time he plays Houston, he's there to prove why you should have never let me go, kind of thing. He's just a very solid major league player, very dependable at the plate.
All right, so Andy Coswell on YouTube says it looks like Fiers isn't going to pitch next week.
Yeah. Mike Fiers is the biggest rat in sports. Mike Fiers is the biggest avoider. Mike Fiers, kids, if you want to grow up and you want to find someone not to act like, look at Mike Fiers and what he's done. You don't want to be like him. It is terrible what he's done for the sport of baseball, and it's also terrible how he continues to avoid the Astros at every time.
What's the difference between him and Josh Donaldson? What Josh Donaldson tried to do?
Well, Josh Donaldson didn't accept the World Series ring on a team that he knew was breaking the rules, and smiled and then turned back and had this expose written about the cheating scandal and broke everything open. Josh Donaldson, I think is a lot different in that what he said, and Josh Donaldson also doesn't avoid his competition. Mike Fiers avoided his competition, and he continues to run like a scared petulant child.
Okay, so I guess so. The Astros are still leading 1-0. It's in the fifth inning, and Odorizzi snuck them out in 68 pitches. So that's a fairly good pitch count for the 5 innings. So I would expect him to go and like sub out maybe 2 more innings like that, but depending on how this inning goes. That's Cameron at second base. And we'll see what happens here. This is Dylan Short, I think his name is. He's the guy that took Robert Waters deep yesterday. It was a bad slider, I think it was.
Yeah.
A little bit. So that was I think it was a slider. It was something to say that. Unfortunately, it just hung up a little too long, and Pete Short was a 27 man, but he still got the job done. It's hard to help him. Buffalo's awesome.
Yeah, that's why they get anything high.
It's good though, guys. You know, you come out to Hooters. This is a great place to come eat. It's we come here a lot, and we got a couple of the reading rooms. All-Star. How many All-Stars do you think Astros will have this year? I know a lot of them.
I think realistically they'll have 3. I think Presley gets in for sure. Whoever, whether it's Altuve or Uriel or even Maldonado, whoever's second, those guys get in there as reserves, possibly. I'm not sure. Michael Brantley deserves to be on the All-Star team. So I think 4. You would like to see 5 or 6, but realistically, maybe 3 or 4. It'll be interesting to see what they do up in Colorado, how they react to them during the intros.
The jerseys. What do you think about
No, the All-Star jerseys are terrible. That is just. It looks like they got it from. I don't know.
It looks like last minute addition. They're like, oh wait, we got the All-Star game. So what do we do? Let's go ahead and just put the city HOU and let's just go put
It's just a bad look. Whoever designed those jerseys probably needs to be fired and do something else.
So you're totally buying them.
No, I hate those jerseys. They're awful.
Okay, here we got 2-2 pitch. Strike out. 2 outs. This is the biggest trouble that Odorizzi's been in this game. Runner at second base. This is the Odorizzi we saw in 2019 season, I believe, or 2018 season. Not the 2020 version. 2020 version was not very good.
So I had to go off camera and join some of this really great food they have here at Hooters. Some great boneless wings. When you want super hot, when you want this barbecue like I got, man, it's a great place to sit back, watch the game, watch the Astros win, and hang out with friends.
Speaking of which, we got to talk about Natchez Mac dropping $2 million. I probably saw a little bit more, but he dropped $2 million on the Astros winning the World Series again. And if he wins, he's gonna get $22 million. Did I see that right? That's crazy.
That's insane. I mean, I'm glad somebody's got $2 million.
Yeah, I thought it was 3.3, but I saw $2 million. I thought it was 3.3 because I remember I was in a strip meet, but I saw that.
That's insane.
So yeah, somebody said on line it was 3.3 something. But $3 million is a lot.
$2 million is a lot. $1 million is a lot.
$3 million is a lot. So.
100,000 is a lot. I'm a teacher, bro. That's a lot of money. Okay. So if you can bet that and still go home and pay your bills, good for you.
But still, he's done it in the past, and I know he's lost a couple bets.
He's won a couple. He's lost a couple.
He lost on the U of H Cougars. I know he won $2.75 million on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers winning the Super Bowl. He also he lost on Final Four. He lost on the Kentucky Derby. So he has lost some language, but he also probably deserves that as well. So we'll have to see. So after this inning, we'll probably go in and conflicts.
Yeah.
Come on, Odorizzi.
Yeah, we just want to say thank you to Rosie again for letting us come out here. This is our first ever live broadcast of the Locked On Astros podcast. Again, we are your daily Astros podcast, Sunday through Thursday on YouTube after the game. We are live, and whether it's a late game or an early game, we go on right after the game. If it's a day game or an all day, we typically start right at 8:30. So check us out. Tell all your friends about us on YouTube. if you don't have time to watch it on YouTube and when you want to get a cool listen for sports talk radio, check us out instead, because we're 20 to 30 minutes, enough for your commute, drive in, get you caught up on all the latest Houston Astros action on Apple, Google, Spotify, Odyssey, wherever you get your podcasts. If y'all haven't heard, my name is H-Town Wheelhouse with Locked On Astros. You can find me at H-Town Wheelhouse on Twitter. You can also find me at Stros 411 on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. We're always positive, always Stros. And Eric here is Eric the Man Heisman with us, and Eric is found at Eric Talks Stros on Twitter. You can find him pretty much Twitter, Facebook. You can find him Instagram, or any place like Hooters, hanging out, having some wings, Top Golf. Catch us there sometimes. So we appreciate y'all listening.
And we are very notable now because we just got verified.
Oh yeah, that's right. We just got verified on Twitter, so I mean the life is complete, and we're officially cool people now. I guess. I don't know.
Our life is complete, really.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm verified human. I'm not a bot. I guess that's what that means. You know, all my followers are legit. Like MC Hammer said, too legit to quit.
For those of y'all watching online, I had to make sure I stand in front of this surfboard here so I don't disappear because my shirt's the same color as the wall.
It is. You would be like a floating head in the background. So hey, don't we have one more jersey to give away, Eric? All right.
Yes.
Let's give away this Houston Astros. It is a throwback Jose Altuve jersey, the Shooting Stars jersey, sublimated. It was a giveaway at one of the games. It is in a really cool Skeeters bag. We got it from the Skeeters game. So we're gonna draw for that right now.
Did you shake?
Yes, I'll shake it. Don't break it. Take them out, not much to make it. All right, here we go. Let's see who we got here. We can have a double winner. Oh, this one, they didn't keep their ticket. They don't have this part.
Is there a David Taylor in the house?
David Taylor going once. David Taylor going twice.
David or David Taylor?
David Taylor. All right.
You can say that.
It's okay. It's okay. Okay. All right. So that was one of the ones where you did not have to be present to win. So we will send that to David Taylor. I got his number. If I don't get a hold of him, we'll figure something out. So
make sure you write on that shirt. All right. Here's it. All right, so here we go. We got the part of the lineup, which is Miles Strong, the most feared offensive weapon in the Astros lineup, with 2 homers. And I said that with a straight face.
I said we keep going. You want to keep going?
Right, so here we go. And looks like Straw's trying to work the pitch count like he always does. That's the one valuable thing about Miles Straw. He may not always get on base, but he always tries to work the pitch count. Here we go. And it's ooh, he made that close. That was a little bit closer I thought it was. That's why he had that super fast speed. It's still weird seeing cross and check. So we'll give away a couple of koozies.
You go.
I do want to give away a couple of koozies.
We just where they at for the koozies at?
They're playing. We'll go ahead and draw. We have a couple of these Belgian Beaver koozies.
We got a bunch.
So save some for our future ones. So we'll just go ahead and draw a few names. So Tito, we drew your name again. So you can go and bring one of those shot glasses, and we'll change for these.
Give us some koozies.
We did call your name for a koozie.
Cayman, you got a koozie. You got a Belching Beaver koozie. Let's see.
Or you can pick color, whichever.
You got Mariah Simon. We got a Belching Beaver koozie for Mariah Simon. Kimberly F. So we got Cameron, Mariah, Kimberly. I'm sorry, Kate, Cayman, sorry. And trying to not get the same name.
Yes, Matt Grimmy on YouTube said that Baggy's been really good on the practice. Yes, he's been very I think he made fun of somebody on the come over here.
Well, Belching Beaver koozie there.
Green or
What color you want?
Blake Ham. We have a Blake Ham for the Belching Beaver koozie.
I think we're running out.
I've got one. Okay. Blake Ham.
that was Kimberly.
No, that was Blake. This is him. Thank you.
Okay. Are you good? Cool. Yeah, Tony on YouTube says that he's happy Tigers will make the postseason because they've had our number.
That's right.
So if you look at all the teams that have a winning record versus the Astros, it's the Yankees. I think it was the Padres, the Tigers, and there's one other team. I want to say it was the Rockies. I want to say no, it wasn't the Rockies. There's one other team, but the Tigers are the team that you wouldn't think they would have on there. So, guys, that was the end of the fifth inning. So that's all we got for this edition of the Walk On Astros podcast. Go ahead and subscribe to us on YouTube, and Brett went ahead and walk off, but you can find him at H-Town Wheelhouse. You can find me at Eric Shows, and go and subscribe on YouTube, and we'll talk to you. Probably do another show later tonight, and that's all we got. And